The phone vibrated against a wooden nightstand, a low buzz that sliced through the silence of our darkened bedroom. My heart lurched, not from the sound, but from the name glowing on the screen. Claire, one of Emily's friends from her girls' trip. The message preview burned into my retinas. Just so you know, she's not with us. My thumb hovered, trembling over the notification. The air felt thick, like I was breathing molasses. Emily had left 3 days ago, her suitcase packed with sundresses and a breezy smile, promising late-night texts and beach selfies. But there'd been nothing. No calls. No photos. Just silence. I opened the message, my pulse hammering in my throat. Claire's words were a gut punch. I didn't want to do this, Tom, but Emily hasn't been with us since Friday. She said she had to handle something. I thought you should know. My vision blurred, the screen tilting as the room spun. Handle something? My wife, my Emily, who'd kissed me softly before leaving, her lips tasting of mint and promises, wasn't where she said she'd be. The bed, our bed, felt like a stranger's now, the sheets cold despite the summer heat pressing against the windows. I scrolled through our texts, searching for clues I'd missed. Her last message, sent Friday morning, was a heart emoji and a quick love you. Miss you already. Nothing since. I chalked it up to her being caught up in wine-fueled giggles with her friends, the kind of carefree weekend she deserved after months of late nights at her law firm. But now, Claire's words gnawed at me, each syllable a splinter under my skin. I typed a reply, deleted it, typed again. What do you mean? Where is she? My finger hit send before I could overthink it. The house was too quiet, the kind of quiet that amplifies every creak, every hum of the fridge. I paced the living room, my bare feet sinking into the plush rug we'd picked out together at a flea market last spring. Her laugh echoed in my memory, bright, unguarded, her head thrown back as she haggled over the price. Was that laugh a lie? I shook my head, trying to dislodge the thought. There had to be an explanation. A family emergency. A work crisis. But why not tell me? Why the silence? Claire's response came an hour later, each word a fresh wound. I don't know where she is, Tom. She left the beach house after dinner Friday. Said she'd be back, but she never showed. Her phone's been off. My chest tightened, a vice squeezing my ribs. I called Emily's number, my hand shaking so badly I nearly dropped the phone. Straight to voicemail. Her voice, warm and familiar, asked me to leave a message. I hung up, my throat boning. The next morning, I sat at the kitchen table, coffee untouched, staring at a photo on the fridge, us at the Grand Canyon last summer, her arms around my waist, her cheek pressed against mine. Her smile was radiant, but now I searched it for cracks, for secrets. Had I missed something? The late nights at work, the way she'd started locking her phone, the vague answers about her day, small things I'd brushed off as stress. Now they loomed, jagged puzzle pieces refusing to fit. I drove to her office, the city blurring past in a haze of red lights and honking horns. The receptionist, a young woman with a tight smile, said Emily hadn't been in since Thursday. My stomach churned. I called Claire, my voice sharper than I intended. What else do you know? I demanded, gripping the steering wheel until my knuckles whitened. Claire hesitated, her voice low. She was acting off, distracted. She kept checking her phone, smiling at it in a way that felt private. I thought maybe it was you, but now her words trailed off, leaving a void filled with dread. I thanked her, my voice hollow, and hung up. Back home, I tore through her desk, guilt prickling at my skin as I rifled through her things. Receipts, sticky notes, a half-finished crossword, nothing damning, but nothing innocent either. Then I found it, a hotel keycard, tucked inside a novel she'd been reading. The Grandview Hotel, downtown. My heart sank, a stone plummeting into dark water. I knew that place. Swanky, discreet, the kind of spot you didn't stumble into by accident. I drove there, the keycard burning a hole in my pocket. The lobby was all marble and dim lighting, the air heavy with overpriced cologne. The clerk, a man with slick-back hair, confirmed a room under Emily's name. Checked in Friday evening, he said, his eyes avoiding mine. Checked out this morning. I asked if she was alone. He hesitated, then shook his head. I can't say. so. But his pitying glance said enough. My legs carried me to the bar across the street, where I sat nursing a whiskey, the amber liquid catching the neon glow. My mind replayed every moment of our 7 years together, her hand in mine at our wedding, the way she cried during sad movies, the quiet mornings when we'd plan our future. Was it all a lie? Or had I failed her somehow, pushed her into someone else's arms? The thought made me sick, a cocktail of anger and shame churning in my gut. I called her again. Voicemail. This time, I left a message, my voice cracking like thin ice. Emily, where are you? Just tell me what's going on. Please. I hung up, my hands trembling, and ordered another drink. Hours later, my phone lit up. Emily. My heart leapt, then sank. Her text was brief. I'm home. We need to talk. I drove back, the city lights streaking like tears across my windshield. When I walked in, she was on the couch, her eyes red, her hair mussed. She looked small, fragile, not the confident woman I'd married. Tom, she started, her voice barely above a whisper. I didn't mean for this to happen. My chest tightened, but I stayed silent, letting her words fill the space between us. She told me about him, a colleague, a late-night case that turned into something more. It was a mistake, she said, tears streaming down her face. I love you. I didn't want to hurt you. I wanted to scream, to demand why, but my voice came out soft, broken. Then why did you lie? She had no answer, just sobs that echoed my own fracturing heart. I thought of the hotel keycard, the secret smiles Claire described, the life we'd built now teetering on the edge. As she reached for my hand, I pulled back, the betrayal too raw, too fresh. But then she said something that stopped me cold. He's gone, Tom. I ended it. But there's something else. Her eyes met mine, wide with fear. I'm pregnant. The room spun, the walls closing in. My wife, my Emily, had shattered our trust, and now she carried a truth that could either bind us or break us forever. I stood there, frozen, as the weight of her words settled like ash, unsure if love could survive this kind of ruin.